Hershey is the most well-known chocolate in the U.S. It started in the year 1894 in Hershey, Pennsylvania by Milton Hershey. Because of its success with chocolate, the Hershey Company grew, eventually becoming widely successful. In fact, the development of the Hershey Company parallels and contributes to the growth and popularity of chocolate as a source of energy and the spread of chocolate from upper-class citizens to the lower-class citizens around the world. It was Hershey that made chocolate, especially milk chocolate, available to the common people in society. Before Milton Hershey, the only people who had a milk chocolate recipe were the Swiss, and they had made their chocolate not only secretively, but also highly expensive, so only the rich could afford it. Hershey's legacy started off by wanting everyone to enjoy the rich deliciousness of chocolate. His innovation recipe and mass production process heavily contributed to the shift of chocolate to everyone. In society, chocolate was seen as a food full of energy, promoting healthiness and happiness. Milton Hershey paralleled this trend with his marketing techniques, saying that chocolate is a palatable confection and a most nourishing food. Hershey's chocolate is a delicious creamy milk chocolate that has made everyone coming back for more over the past 100 years. When it first came out, the wrapper was for this delightful chocolate had a more of a calligraphy style font that was surrounded with a leafy border, something that looked very much like the area it came out in. When World War I era hit, the font got boxier, which has held over to the 21st century. The label needed to change based on what the public wanted. In the early 1900s, people were all about the formality and elegance of things. When the war came about, it took on a more military look. This was partially because Hershey's were sent to the military in their care packages. They needed to take on the look of the war and the men fighting in the war. Now the packaging or logo has kept with the same sort of style, lettering, but has changed their package to look more exciting and modern. The change needed to happen so that people throughout each era would buy this amazing creamy chocolate. As you can clearly see too, it worked. Hershey's is now on its 118th year. Hershey may have started out as a small industry, but they quickly grew into a booming industry. In Hershey, Pennsylvania, the Hershey Company has now built a huge amusement park, with everything advertising the Hershey brand. They have built a huge amount of social media power. They have so much power over the media due to a few things. They created user-generated content experience through their store with not only chocolate, but through retail with merchandise containing their logo. This helped them grow their social media footprint. The way they were able to make this footprint was through creating a hashtag called #ChocolateWorld, because they are Hershey's Chocolate World. When you walk into the store, they have this hashtag all over telling customers to share their pictures that were taken in the Hershey location. This got their name out even faster and spread their popularity. They encouraged people to use this hashtag whenever they were using a Hershey's product to make it more popular and to grow the industry. It's a way for people to find the product, and it impacts your brand or brand awareness. Hershey not only produces its product, but it also produces memories and experiences with getting people involved through their museum and then with people sharing their experiences. In their store, they have a wall of photos that people let the Hershey Company share of their experiences with Hershey. This builds a feeling of trust with the customers. Hershey has always been community-oriented, made to bring people together and enjoy life. Not only have they made chocolate for the community, but they have also helped build that community through social media. Their slogans scream happiness and love. Their chocolate bar slogan is, "There's a smile in every Hershey bar." And their kiss slogan is, "Every day deserves a kiss." Their mission statement also falls in the same light by saying, continuing Milton Hershey's legacy of commitment to customers, community, and children. We provide high-quality Hershey's products while conducting our business in a socially responsible and environmentally sustainable manner. They are a company always ready to serve the people. This has brought about a timeless love and appreciation for Hershey's chocolate, and another reason why people keep on going back to it. Hershey Company doesn't just stay within the typical white family value. Due to the rising population of Hispanics in America, Hershey has started advertising their product on Spanish television. Hispanic people are very communicative and family-oriented, which draws them into the Hershey appeal. But this isn't the only way Hershey has adapted. Hershey stays in the classic form of their chocolate and community family orientation, yet they have stayed connected with all the new social media technology. Hershey even has an online website that has job opportunities, food philosophy, products, and shared goodness. Chocolate is a huge part of not only our culture, but also the many European cultures as well. The brand Hershey isn't just national, but is sold worldwide. In fact, Hershey is sold in over 60 other countries. They are a member of the World Cocoa Foundation. Hershey has been a huge influence because of its long history, the taste of comfort, and the impact it had on the lower class people. Hershey impacted many lives throughout its history. However, the biggest impact it hit was that of the military. Imagine, if you will, being out on the front during World War II in the cold of winter and receiving a package from home, and in it is a Hershey's chocolate bar. That small but delicious chocolate bar was a little piece of home and a reminder of returning to that home one day. Louis Zamperini, the famous Olympian athlete during World War II and centered focus of the book Unbroken, and 2 other men were stuck on a lifeboat after their bomber crashed over the Pacific Ocean. Those 3 men survived on the only rations they had, which were chocolate bars. The book doesn't specifically say, but the major chocolate company was Hershey, so the likelihood of them being Hershey bars is very high. Hershey has always taken on this essence of comfort and family. Even now, we see Hershey's influence, especially during the Christmas season. I'm sure we've all seen the commercials of the Hershey Kisses as bells. We stock up on Hershey Kisses of all flavors for Christmas stockings and candy dishes for around the house. We even go to the Hershey's hot cocoa for the cold, blistery winter days. And for the hot summer days, many are sure to get the Hershey's chocolate syrup for their ice cream. In 2012, Hershey had a lawsuit filed against them by Grant and Eisenhofer on All Saints' Day, saying that Hershey's suppliers used child labor. They did this on the behalf of the Louisiana Police Employees Retirement System. The complaint was that there are substantial grounds to believe that the company's board of directors has caused or permitted the company to support the use of unlawful child labor. In fact, integrating this illegal conduct into its business model. Hershey gets their cocoa from farms in Africa that have child labor. Like any company, there was a great fear that Hershey Company's name would be brought down, especially since they are so widely known. But Hershey remained calm. This was the first real complaint that was brought against the company. It's very realistic why people were so upset by this, but in all honesty, there are many companies that get their supplies from other countries. Being that there are other countries means they don't always follow the same rules that the United States does. Some cases suggest that Grant and Eisenhower were just out to get the Hershey Company. In any case, the Hershey calmly and collectively responded to their attacks. Hershey announced they planned to put $10 million towards solving child labor problems on West Africa cocoa farms by 2017. The Hershey Company takes its commitment to responsible sourcing very seriously, said one company spokesman. By 2020, Hershey announced their commitment to source 100% third-party certified cocoa. Hershey made a definite plan in order to make the people happy. And that's all we care about, is being happy. I think it was an effective way to make the people happy, and honestly, what more could they do? Finding new suppliers that don't have child labor is very hard. Even make child labor legal is a very long process. But in my opinion, they should have done something right away, since they are a very respectful company. If they wanted to show they are concerned about this problem and really respect what the people are saying, then they would have done something right away. Since Hershey pushed off what they were going to do for years, this shows a slight lack of care or respect for the company, in my opinion. Hershey is a very large industry that started a long time ago. Even though it's a classic old company, Hershey has stayed up to date with the changes in new technology used for social media. They have stayed up to date with the changes in new technology used for social media. They have stayed strong and true to the beliefs Milton Hershey set up when he started the company. This shows a strong respect for the company, the people the company serves, the past values of the company, and the respect of what the company represents. They have always been a company for the people, and the chocolate I have personally built the most memories over. Not only have I built memories over this simple chocolate company, but so has our nation. Hershey brought chocolate to the people, chocolate that was affordable so that everyone could enjoy it. The comforting flavor of Hershey chocolate has been there for people in times of war and in times of peace. This chocolate has stood the test of time and has remained strong in their success, in marketing and promoting the greatness of Hershey to even the newest generations.